Generic greetings and welcome to Construction Plus Airships Conquer the Skies once again. In the previous episode, we managed to take a lot of areas down the bottom here, including a couple of coastal towns. We've wiped out, overall, a couple of nations, factions, whatever, all the way up here. We lost our main hometown, the Genericans' hometown, and then we swept down the bottom, sort of quickly nicked this island by using some very, very sneaky sort of raid tactics and capturing the only things they had there, wiping them out, and then sweeping over to this side using fairly big ships. In fact, if you look at here, we've got the GLV Brickington there, we've got the Mini Assaultington, which a lot of people are still hating, but you know, hate is gonna hate, it's fun to do. A lot of people haven't really figured that out, that most of the things I do might not be the most efficient, but hopefully the most interesting and fun things we can do. We also, like I said, capture these ones down the bottom. So we got Lubbard and we got Lonham, or whatever it's called here, which we're doing a bit of a gentle takeover. We've got two other factions remaining. The ones are at the bottom on this little island, which I'm actually going to send a spy over there to see what they've got. And then we've got this main faction on the left, which currently owns 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 towns. If I can capture the bottom ones and move up to this one, then everything will be okay. Now, what they have, well, they've got a bit of a disadvantage. They can only really, because they've got on this area here, they've got some land ships. I forgot to view city. They've got one land ship, a little, that's actually pretty much what, I think that was one of mine. That was one of mine that they've captured, I think. That's the sort of mini Tankington. And then they've got the two Victory, or they've got the Victory and the Rapid, and then they've got these other things here, which look, well, they've got a lot of them, whatever they are. And they might have other things later on. We could try and incite revolt, but it's only a 7% chance, so there's no point. But either way, because they've got a ground vehicle, they have to use this ground path. So in order to attack Gillfield, they're going to have to go around the ground. Or they could split it up and move it the other way. I don't know whether they actually split stuff off, though. Either way, the plan for this episode is to build a fairly big ground vessel and then hopefully take out a couple more cities. But we'll see how it goes. Right, Genericans, we're going to go to create landship and we're going to make a fairly big ground vehicle. And basically what we're going to do is go propulsion. We could use large tracks. They are fairly big, but we've already got one of them, so I think spider legs would be quite good. Let's have a look at large legs. Large legs are similar. I think we're going to go with spider legs because we haven't really used something like that. So we'll use spider legs. And what do we want to have on this? Well, I think we're going to stand it right at the back and we could have a dorsal turret maybe? You could have one either side like that maybe? No. I don't think we really need one. What we really want though, heavy cannons. Heavy cannons are, well, obviously heavy. That's, aptly named. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 heavy cannons. I think it would be, I think it'd be fair to use 5 heavy cannons or 4. Maybe only 4 would do. We'll keep it quite small. Actually, balls to it. We'll have 5 heavy cannons. Obviously, hit like a truck. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Could even go for 6 if I wanted to. What I'm going to do though is have 2 like that, no, 3 like that, and then I want heavy cannons. Then I want to actually sort of pull them back a bit like that. 1, 2, 3, or maybe we'll have 2. 2 and then 2 because otherwise it looks a bit daft. It's not too bad. I could slope it a bit more, couldn't I? So let's try that again. So get rid of that. Wrong button. 1 there, 1 there, 1 there, 1 there, and 1 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think 5 will do. 6 maybe? We'll try that. Okay. So there's that so far. Then we need some sort of way to crew it. We're obviously going to have a targeting computer in this because that will give us better accuracy. In fact, increase our accuracy by 30%. We'll also have a crow's nest, which is another 5%. So these cannons not only hit like a truck, they're also laser guided. So that should be quite good. Let's figure out what are we going to use for resources. Well, we do need a machine shop to repair things. We also need some coal store and ammo store. A lot of people have been mentioning about coal store, about me, basically if you put 2 of them together like that and a big one, they actually hold the same amount. But if you look, that has a capacity of 32. The little ones have a capacity of 8. So I don't know what people are on about. Also, ammo store, that holds 20. That big ammo store has 80. So I don't know what people are on about. Like I said, there's been a bit of a... I was going to say confusion. More accurately, a bit of a ragey rant. But TLDR, You're wrong, I think. Small coal store, capacity of 8. Large coal store, or coal store, is capacity 32. 32 is much more efficient if you're going to use one. End of that conversation, really. Right, so we need coal store. We need to have a coal store to power this thing on the bottom. And what I'm going to do is have one there. I think I'm going to have 2. Do I really need 2? One there and one there. Do we really need that many? I don't think we do. One there and one there. Yeah, we'll have 2 just to keep it going. Above that, we're going to have a machine shop, but we do need to put it there because what I need to do is go to ammo store. Hang on. Ammo store and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ammo store for each gun. I do not want to run out of ammo on this thing. Let's actually delete part of that because what I also want to do is make sure that I can fit in a... Hang on, do I want to do that? Let me put it a little bit further forward. I need to have some sort of way to put out fires. Let me just go to structural. No, it'll be under resources maybe. Fire point, there we go. Fire point could go... We could go there. Let me just see where... Targeting computer, how tall is it? It's 3 tall. I thought it was 3 tall. Okay. What I'll do then, get rid of these cold stores because we don't need them there. We could easily put them like that. Okay, and then we could put a fire point there. Fire point up top as well if I need it. It would be good to have 2 of them. I don't really care for the weight. I don't really care how tall or heavy this thing is. We do need a bridge. So we'll put one up there, I think, and then on top of that, actually no, we'll put it there, and then what we'll do, we'll have a targeting computer, which we need to have near the coal store, you see, and we'll put one probably there. The reason for that is you can use, in between it, we need to put something else. So what I'll do, I'm going to get rid of that for now. Don't really need another one just yet. I'll sort of fit it in around the things. We need to have some sort of command and crew, so we're going to go for quarters. A lot of people say I don't use berths either, but they supply 1, whereas quarters supply 3. I guess they are about the same. Yeah, they are about the same. What else? So how many does it recommend? It recommends air sailors 24, recommended main crew 20, recommended 29. I reckon we need double the amount then. We'll get rid of that, put that back in, put that back in, and then we still don't have anywhere to go up and down, really. We need some sort of structural corridor here. So I'll go right up the top like so. To about there for now, because what I want to do as well is put actually that there. The reason I'm putting that up the top is because then I can put a crow's nest up as well, so even more accuracy. And then we need you know what, I am going to get rid of some of these. Let's put them there for now. Don't really need that or that or that. Get rid of that, put it there. And then I can get rid of all these 3. And then put 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. Another fire point in there. And then corridor goes straight. It could go straight up top like that. And that's exactly the size I wanted it, because right at the top, what we're going to do is have, if I go to weapons, we're going to have a flat cannon. Actually, we're going to have 4 of them. 3 of them, rather, like that. Okay. That makes sense, but actually what I'll do, because we don't need all of the space like that. What if I put flat cannon like that? And sort of have it going further down. Makes a bit more sense. Also really terrible to connect, because you need to do that. Don't really like it. Don't really like it. Straight across, much easier. And then back up to the top. And we could have a corridor going around, but instead what I'm going to do is in the center here, we're going to have... Let's have a quick look. Troops, guard post, and 2 guard posts there. And then we need a guard barracks, which we'll have 2 of. Because I do not want this thing getting taken over. So recommended crew... main crew is 24, recommended is 37. In fact, what we'll do then, we'll get rid of them 2 and we'll put them there. And then we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, how many? Main crew 24, recommended crew Oh, hang on. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong one. I'm well over-egging it. Yeah, we only need them two. There we go. So yeah, recommended crew, 37. We've got 48. That'll do us quite nicely. We could overcrew it if we really, really wanted to. I think I might as well overcrew it. Why not? We're not losing anything out. Right, so we do have guard barracks there. That's okay there. Then we need some way of getting into the ship, because we don't have any supply hatches, so it would be good if we get something like that. So we'll go to basic, and then supply hatch 1, 2, 3, 4, which we now have enough. Then we've got a little sort of L shape here. What have we got missing out? I've already thought of it. We do not have a repair shop, which is not good. Or anywhere. Oh, actually, we don't have a repair shop or anywhere to heal our crew. So that ain't good. What can we do about that then? So we would have to get a machine shop somewhere. Where could we have a machine shop? Ideally, you want it right there. Like that, you see? There we go, there's a machine shop. And then... do we need another fire point? Ideally, we need another fire point, yeah. I think what I'll do then, I'm going to get rid of these at the back. And get rid of all this. Don't need them connectors. And then we could have crew there, like that. Alright. And then next to it, we could have... let's get rid of a couple of these. I'm trying to just fit them in a little bit better. Alright, I don't mind it sticking out and then coming back in. I'm trying to sort of design it so it's not just a brick, because I'm very aware that all of the ships I've made so far have been fairly bricky. What else do we need? We haven't yet got any sick bay, which ideally you would want one there. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. That's crew, you see. Put them like that. And then connect them all up. So it goes out and then in. It's a little bit stubby. 2, 2, 2. I'm just counting the sides. 2 and then 2 and 4. It should really do that. 2 and 4 because it's got a fat back end. Got a big booty on the ship. You know what? I don't think that's too bad. So, repair shop. Enough coal to keep this thing powered, hopefully. Do not know if it can actually... weight is 5,000 or 5,075 generic units of weight. And max carry is 5,390. So this thing is almost on the max like sort of level that it can be. What I'm also going to do as well, just for flavour, is go to weapons and then... do I really want a rocket? I was going to put a rocket right on the back, you see, like that. Just in case anything tries to get around the back, you see. We could actually shoot it. Then a rifle on the top? No, we don't need a rifle. I think that will do us quite nicely. There you go. So it's got all-round firepower, but the only thing it hasn't got is underneath us. We have... how many crew have we got? Recommended crew 44, air sailors 48. We're actually a little bit shy of the crew I would ideally want. There we go. That should do us quite nicely. I think we're about done. So... what on earth is this thing? Armour, obviously. Oh, that's a problem. As soon as I start adding armour, this thing's going to go overweight. There you go. Ship's too heavy. Ah, okay. Right. Well, I don't think this thing made of wood is going to be of any use. So what I'll do, I'm going to clamp armour all over the thing. And I'll go back through and retrofit it and try to remove... oh my good grief. It's far too heavy. You know what? We might have to make it wood. Because of the weight of the thing. There's really no way to lighten this thing up. I really don't think there is any way of lightening this up. What I'll do, I'll stick it with wood, and if it doesn't work, because obviously the whole point in the series really is to try new and different things. No point in making something that's easy. Then I reckon we can try it. If it doesn't work, then I'll put my hand up and say, yep, I've ballsed it up, and then we'll do something else and try something a bit different. Right. I'll try something that's not as mental as this one. Let's go for a bit of a nameplate, and I think we'll have it there. Nope. It looks garbage. Right at the bottom. Yep. Could put one of them on it. No. Gold leaf. Doesn't really seem to work out for me. No, I don't like the idea of that. Huge coat of arms. Big spider. It has got spider's legs, so it would make sense as putting one of them in. There we go. Right. What are we going to call this thing? Obviously, it's the GLV. Oh my god. Spider Ington. I think that'll do us quite nicely. We will save the design, HMS Spiderington, and we will leave because we cannot build it. Because it's, how much does it cost? Build land ships. Spiderington, it's 3,500 odd, so nowhere near enough. So what I'll do is I will unpause it. Or rather, the game will crash. There we go. And we'll wait until I get a bit more money. I have sent a spider on the bottom there. So let's view the city. They've got a couple of tracked vehicles, and that's it. So they haven't got any airships as far as I can see. So I'm not really too worried, because then they can't take over this area unless they have some tracked ones. So it looks like we have managed to pretty much get enough money. So that is a huge shipyard here. So we want to go to... Oh, there's a huge one there as well. We'll go to build ship. Nope. Yeah, build ship. Build land ship. And we're going to build the Spiderington. And it's going to take an absolute bloody decade because of the size of the thing. But hopefully it will work. What I'll do, I will send a spy over to that area there and infiltrate it. Obviously, I'm watching out for this guy to see what he does. I'm not going to move my defences there or there, really. I'll use them to sweep up because we want to take out that up there later on. And now what we're going to do is move and invade with the Spiderington down the bottom. It is not the fastest vehicle in the world. As you can see, the vessel is a little bit slow, but we should be able to. I think we should be able to take that thing out. Let's move this thing. I don't think we can move it any further forward. I think it's okay where it is. This thing actually has telescopes as well. This location, so if we get that, we'll be able to then retrofit this with some telescopes and then get even better range on it. So let's click start, and then the Spiderington is going to sit there, and you're going to see the weapons fire any second now. So are they going to fire? There's only one little thing there. Bang, 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 and there's a fairly big hole in it. Let's just move this thing. We'll see if it actually moves. Yes, it does, but as you might imagine, it is not the fastest thing in the world. But it does do the business. As you can see, we've already chopped a couple of bits off the top. Oh my good grief, that doesn't half hit hard. Let's have a quick look at outside view. It's got some holes in it, but it is wooden armor. It's not just wooden walls, so, you know, it's not too bad. Obviously, we'll just say target that. Yeah, I think we fairly hit that. Yeah, I think we hit that. We hit that quite well. So, yeah, I think that works. We'll do a gentle takeover, and then all I'm going to do is quickly move up to the top. Actually, no, we're not. We're going to move back to Lubbard. I want to do that because we now get telescopes, as you can see, which means I can then go to a bit of a refit, and then we should be able to go for... Is it under weapons? Weapons, is it? No, it'll be under something like resources or... Command and crew. Telescope. There it is. What's it do? Increases weapon accuracy by 30%. That's what a telescope does. And increases weapon accuracy by 30% on a telescope. Okay, telescope is obviously much better, but we are going to put it there, which now we have a telescope. We will save the design as the Spiderington. There we go. We will overwrite that, and then we will refit that, which will take all of 30 seconds, not even that, and then we're going to move up to the left. So all I'm going to use that just to keep stomping about, taking over these different areas. And then hopefully, by the time we get up to the top, everything will be gravy and we'll manage to get it. So we'll go to there. And then, oh my good grief. I think this is a fairly easy fight here, but it is snowing, so you never know. We might freeze the legs up. So we'll click start, and then we'll target that ship there. Obviously, it's not really a ship, but here we go. There's their shots coming back. It's just hit me, and that looks like it hit quite hard. I'll see if I can fire back and do as much damage. Yep, I think I did. Let's just go to outside view. We can see we've got a little bit of a hole in the side of that. That's okay. It's not okay, but there's nothing I can do about it. There's some big shots coming in. And there's my other shots going out. Obviously, them big cannons are really, really, really good. If this Spiderington actually had big, heavy armor, then it would be pretty much invulnerable. Obviously, land ships, you can hold a lot more weight on them. But this thing is fairly cool. And I like the design of it as well. For some reason, it reminds me of something orcish, like Warhammer 40,000 orcish. And I don't mean the new Warhammer 40,000. I'm talking like the 1980s and 90s stuff where everything was silly, sort of Final Liberation style, where you had big stompy robots, which is what it was all about. So I'm going to try something here. I'm going to say move to there. Can it get there? Well, it looks like it is walking. Yep, it is walking quite slow, but it's getting there. And looks like they're on fire. Bloody hell, when that hits the right place, them things just get taken out. And obviously they're very, very accurate as well, which is cool. Oh, look at that, you're getting snow stuck to the bottom of the feet. That is good. I like that detail. Another victory there, huzzah, they're all shouting. Let's go for a gentle takeover. And to be honest with you, we don't really need to slow down. We're just going to keep going up. So this is Retropolis. What's this one? We got Suspendium Cannon. Ooh, Suspendium Cannon, is it? I don't think that sitting there is quite good. Let's move it down to there, and we'll click Start. There we go. Obviously, target that. I don't know why I clicked target that, because we're never going to really not target it. Oh, there's some shots coming back. Now, this is where we might actually take some damage, you see. I think the main thing is that if we run out of... If we actually run out, we're going to have some problems. Let's go for a rapid fire, because I do have a huge ammo store per cannon. And even though you're firing more and the accuracy is less, because I've got so much ammo and I've got all the telescopes and everything else, and the target is so big, then I am just hitting it quite well. So that's okay. I'm more than happy just to sit here and fire away. Obviously, the things I'm versing is not going to board me or anything like that. Oh, looks like we've got a little bit of fire on the back end there. Light a fire under his ass. That's exactly what's happening there. Do you want to put it out, lads? Lads? There we go. There's some water. Job done. So it looks like that one is on fire. That building is really weird design, isn't it? But, oh, looks like we're chipping a little bit out. And as you can see, it's a fairly big design. The weapons has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cannons on the front of it. That looks like it's like a little rifle of some kind. And, oh, good grief, that's, yeah, there's some holes in the side there, and you can see people are wandering around. There's another shot just went straight in. Oh my good grief! I think I hit something fairly vital there. I think there must have been a button on the side of the wall that said self-destruct. You know, press the break, break glass and press self-destruct for explosion. And the cannon shell must have went through the wall and then hit that, because that went right up, didn't it? Let's go for a gentle takeover. And I'm actually going to... Do I want to retreat this back? It is damaged, look. It is actually damaged. You know what? I'm going to keep on going. I'm going to go to Netikar and basically take that out. And then there's only Ruzgut or whatever it is up the top there to actually take out. So what have we captured there? We've got cheap wood, which is minus 10% module cost. Oh, it looks like they've got a couple more than just... Well, they've got more than just one here. They've got actually two... They've got two... Oh, that's not good. They've got 2 defenses, and that's armed with rockets. Now, rockets... This is not good, because rockets on this thing, obviously rockets are inaccurate, but they do a lot of damage when they hit. And because I've got no armor, it's something that I actually quite fear, because if they hit me in this ammo store, bear in mind that we've stacked ammo all the way up here, if one of them goes up, that ship, this thing here, the Spiderington, is actually not weak. It's certainly not weak, because as you can see, I've just taken that straight out. It's not weak by any means, but it's not well armored. So if something gets through, it's going to explode. It's just going to go. But the size of shells I'm firing back, I'm firing like 1400s from EVE Online at this thing. You know, I'm firing buses at them. Let's do another target there. And that's blattering away quite nicely. Oh, yes, that's quite good. No, that looks like that one didn't work out. Come on, come on. Let's have a quick look at the crew, shall we? Look at all that. I like the way that the way the cannons work is they're actually like sort of held up with like big chains on the roof and stuff. There we go. There's the shots whizzing out. That one's already surrendered, which is why I'm not focusing on it. If we go to outside view here, you can see we've got a lot of damage. It's very, very battle damage. You actually see at the bottom there as well. And it's still hurting, but you know what? They're only firing little shots, but these little shots could do something. Although when I'm firing back like that and taking big chunks out, bear in mind that they're made of stone and have the most HP, it's when I hit something vital with these, because they're so big, you hit something vital like that, it just blows up like that. It just goes straight out. And there's another victory. Not bad at all. And we're just chipping that one down. Look, there's only one little bit left. Oh, come on. Oh, fantastic. There's only one little bit, and then the final shot managed to destroy it. There we go. There's another victory. We're going to do a gentle takeover, and I think we are going to leave it there. We've got cheap stone on that one as well. The reason I'm leaving it there is because the next battle is going to be probably one of the biggest battles I've ever had in the game. Rizagut, or Rizagut, something like that. This is where we've got, if we just go to View City, we can actually see they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 airships and 1 ground ship. Something that I'm not particularly fond on versing, but what I'm going to do is fling this big ship, this, you know, the Spiderington, over there where Guildfield is, and then that's where I've got all of these other things as well. We've got the flak boats, we've got the 2 Brickingtons, we've got all the mini Tankingtons, and then we're going to fling them at that area there. And then it's only the guy at the bottom that we really need to deal with. So I could send these ones there as well, but I'm not. I'm going to send them down to Lubbard to defend the bottom bit, because if these guys decide to come after me, then it's going to be problematic. Either way, we'll leave it there. Next episode, we might build something, we might not. You've seen all the stuff we've collected. We've got some suspendium cannons, we've got some other stuff. What do you think we should make? And then we will go from there, as always. Thank you very much for watching. Comments in the comments, and generic partings.